Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Let me ask you something. Have you ever felt like life is testing you, like the challenges just keep piling up? You see, sometimes those trials are not setbacks, they are setups for something extraordinary. God often uses the toughest times to prepare us for his greatest blessings. Today, I want to share 10 powerful signs that God is about to bless you. Stay with me, because if you see these signs in your life, it might mean you're standing on the brink of a breakthrough. Friends, when these signs appear, don't ignore them. Lean into your faith, trust God's process, and be ready to step into your blessing. Remember, blessings don't just fall on us. They find us when we walk in alignment with his will. Let's stay expectant, let's stay grateful, and let's stay ready. Life is a journey, and the beauty of this journey lies in its unpredictability, its ups and downs, and the lessons hidden within each moment. It's not about how quickly you reach your destination, but about how you grow along the way. Every step you take, whether it's forward, backward, or even standing still, is part of the process. This journey isn't just about arriving at success. It's about becoming the person who is ready to handle that success when it comes. You see, the struggles, the setbacks, and the detours are not there to break you. They are there to build you. They teach you resilience, patience, and humility. Think about a seed buried in the soil. It doesn't sprout overnight. It faces darkness, pressure, and time before breaking through the surface into the light. But in that process, the roots grow deeper, ensuring the plant has a strong foundation. Your journey is no different. When challenges arise, it's easy to feel discouraged or question why things aren't happening as quickly as you'd like. But remember, delay is not denial. Every delay is God's way of preparing you, aligning circumstances, and ensuring that when your moment comes, you're fully equipped to step into it. You might be praying for something right now, wondering why it hasn't arrived. But what if the delay is God protecting you from receiving something before you're ready? Sometimes the greatest blessings come after the greatest waits. It's also important to understand that comparison is the thief of joy. You can't measure your journey by looking at someone else's timeline. Their blessings, their progress, their successes, they are meant for them, not for you. Instead of comparing, focus on your unique path. God has designed your story in a way that no one else can replicate. Trust that he knows what he's doing, even when you don't understand it. And in this journey, celebrate the small victories. Each step forward, no matter how small, is progress. Maybe you've learned to overcome a bad habit, or you've found the courage to take a risk. These moments, though they may seem insignificant, are markers of growth. They show that you're evolving, moving closer to becoming the person you were created. And finally, keep your eyes fixed on the purpose behind the journey. It's not just about what you're achieving, but about who you're becoming. Character is forged in the fire of life's trials. Integrity is built when no one is watching. Strength is developed when you persevere through the storm. Each day, each moment is shaping you into someone capable of handling the blessings that are coming your way. So, embrace the journey, not just the destination. Walk with faith, knowing that every step, whether smooth or rocky, is part of God's perfect plan for your life. Stay patient, stay hopeful, and above all, stay committed to the process. The journey is where the magic happens. Your words have extraordinary power. They can create, heal, and inspire, or they can harm, discourage, and destroy. What you speak over yourself becomes the foundation of how you view the world, how you approach challenges, and ultimately, how you live your life. Speaking life over yourself means choosing words that uplift, encourage, and affirm the potential that lies within you. Every day you have a choice in the way you speak, not just to others, but to yourself. Far too often we become our own harshest critics. We focus on our flaws, replay past mistakes, or convince ourselves that we're not good enough. But negativity, even when directed inward, plants seeds of doubt that take root in our minds and shape our reality. What you say about yourself, whether out loud or in your thoughts, determines the direction of your life. Imagine you're facing a difficult situation. If your words are filled with doubt, "I'll never get through this," or "I don't have what it takes," you're already limiting your ability to succeed. But when you declare victory, even in the face of adversity, "I will overcome this," or "I have what it takes to figure this out," you unlock a strength within you that propels you forward. Speaking life also means declaring the truth about your identity and your future. You are not defined by your past mistakes, your failures, or the labels others have placed on you. You are defined by your potential, your resilience, and your purpose. When you affirm this truth daily, you begin to walk with a sense of confidence and assurance that nothing can shake. This doesn't mean ignoring reality or pretending problems don't exist. It means choosing to see challenges as opportunities and setbacks as setups for something greater. Instead of saying, "I'm stuck," say, "I'm learning and growing through this experience." Instead of saying, "I'll never achieve my dream," say, "I'm working toward my dream one step at a time." Your words shift your perspective, and your perspective shapes your actions. Speaking life over yourself also impacts those around you. When you embody positivity and confidence, you inspire others to do the same. Your words become a source of hope and encouragement, not just for you, but for everyone you encounter. This ripple effect creates an environment where growth, faith, and success thrive. It's important to remember that speaking life requires consistency. Affirming yourself once or twice won't undo years of negative self-talk. Make it a daily practice. Speak words of gratitude, hope, and belief into your life every morning. Write affirmations and repeat them throughout the day. Replace every negative thought with a positive declaration, even if it feels unnatural at first. Over time, these words will reshape how you think, how you act, and how you see the world. Finally, trust that the words you speak align with God's promises for your life. When you declare, "I am capable, I am worthy, I am blessed," you're agreeing with what God already knows about you. Let your words be a reflection of the greatness He has placed within you. Speak life and watch how it transforms not just your mindset, but your destiny. Letting go is one of the most powerful yet difficult lessons in life. It requires courage, trust, and faith to release what no longer serves you, be it relationships, habits, or even outdated versions of yourself. But the truth is, holding on to what weighs you down only delays your growth and prevents you from stepping into the blessings that lie ahead. Think of it like climbing a mountain. The higher you go, the less you can afford to carry unnecessary baggage. The things you hold on to, grudges, fears, self-doubt, or toxic relationships, become a weight that slows your progress. Letting go isn't about giving up. It's about making room for something better. Releasing grudges is a crucial part of this process. Forgiveness is not about condoning what someone did to you. It's about freeing yourself from the chains of resentment. When you hold on to anger, you're not hurting the other person, you're hurting yourself. You're carrying emotional baggage that drains your energy and clouds your perspective. Let go, not because they deserve it, but because you deserve peace. The same principle applies to fear and self-doubt. Fear often whispers lies into your ear. "You're not good enough," or "You'll fail if you try." But fear is a thief. It steals opportunities, joy, and potential. To let go of fear, you must confront it. Ask yourself, what's the worst that could happen? More often than not, you'll realize the fear is an illusion, and you'll gain the strength to move forward. Self-doubt, too, has no place in your journey. It's normal to question your abilities, but don't let those doubts define you. Let go of the idea that you have to be perfect to succeed. Embrace your imperfections as part of your uniqueness, and trust that you're enough just as you are. Sometimes letting go means walking away from relationships that no longer align with your purpose. This can be incredibly painful, especially when you've invested time and emotion into those connections. But not everyone is meant to walk with you on every part of your journey. Some people are only in your life for a season, and that's okay. Trust that God will bring the right people into your life at the right time. Letting go is also about releasing control. We often cling tightly to our plans, thinking we know what's best. But true freedom comes when you surrender your plans to God and trust His timing. When you let go of the need to control everything, you open yourself up to possibilities you could never have imagined on your own. Finally, letting go is not a one-time act, it's a continuous process. Life will constantly challenge you to release what no longer serves you so that you can step into new opportunities. With each release, you grow stronger, lighter, and more aligned with your purpose. Remember, letting go is not the end, it's a beginning. It's a declaration that you trust the process, that you're ready for growth, and that you believe in the blessings waiting ahead. Let go and watch how your life transforms. Recognizing the power of grace is an essential part of navigating life with purpose and peace. Grace is the unmerited favor that meets us in our imperfections and empowers us to move forward, even when we feel we've fallen short. It's not something you earn. It's a gift, freely given, a reminder that you don't have to carry the weight of the world on your shoulders. Brave seconds with confidence. Too often we hold ourselves to impossible standards, expecting perfection in every aspect of life. But life doesn't demand perfection, it calls for progress. Grace reminds you that it's okay to stumble, make mistakes, and even fail, because those moments are opportunities for growth, not evidence of unworthiness. When you understand grace, you stop seeing your failures as final and start viewing them as lessons. Think about this. How many times have you hesitated to take a step forward because you were afraid of making a mistake? Grace gives you the freedom to take that step, knowing that even if you fall, you can rise again. It tells you that your past does not define your future. The power of grace lies in its ability to renew you, to give you a fresh start, and to remind you that every day is another chance to grow. Grace also teaches you compassion, not just for others, but for yourself. How often do you speak harshly to yourself, replaying the should have and could have moments? Grace silences that inner critic and replaces it with encouragement. It whispers, "You're doing your best, and that's enough." When you embrace grace, you allow yourself the same kindness and forgiveness you extend to others. Grace gives birth to answers that think you believe. Grace silences that inner critic and replaces it with compassion. Grace silences that inner critic and replaces it with understanding. Grace also shifts your perspective on challenges. Instead of asking, "Why is this happening to me?" you begin to ask, "What can I learn from this?" Grace helps you see hardships as refining moments, not as punishments. It reminds you that even in the most difficult seasons, here is a purpose and a plan at work. Grace doesn't just stop with you, it flows through you to others. When you recognize the grace you've received, it becomes easier to extend it to those around you. You are more patient, forgiving, and understanding because you realize that everyone is on their own journey, facing battles you may not see. By extending grace, you create connections and build relationships rooted in love and empathy. Finally, grace requires trust. Trust that God's plan for your life is bigger than your mistakes, stronger than your weaknesses, and more beautiful than you could imagine. Grace is the bridge between where you are and where you are meant to be. It's the assurance that you are never alone, no matter how heavy the burden feels. So, embrace grace. Let it remind you that you are worthy, you are enough, and you are a work in progress. Let it guide you to forgive yourself, love others, and trust the journey. With grace, you can move forward with confidence, knowing that no mistake is too big for redemption, and no path is too broken to be restored. Being intentional about growth is a powerful principle that separates those who merely dream from those who achieve. Growth doesn't happen by chance. It requires purpose, commitment, and deliberate action. It's about deciding that you won't settle for who you were yesterday because you believe in the potential of who you can become tomorrow. To grow intentionally, the first step is to have a clear vision. Where do you see yourself in the future? What kind of person do you want to be? This vision acts as your compass, guiding your decisions and actions every day. Without it, you risk wandering aimlessly, reacting to life instead of shaping it. Write down your goals, make them specific, and review them regularly. A clear vision keeps your focus sharp and your efforts aligned with your purpose. Intentional growth also requires self-awareness. You need to be honest with yourself about your strengths, weaknesses, and habits. What's working for you and what's holding you back? This reflection isn't about self-criticism, but about understanding where you are so you can chart a path forward. Take time to evaluate your progress and adjust your approach as needed. Growth isn't linear, and that's okay. What matters is that you are moving forward. Another critical aspect of intentional growth is consistency. Small daily actions compound over time to create significant change. It's not about making giant leaps, but about taking steady steps. If you want to improve in any area, whether it's your career, relationships, or personal health, you must show up every day and do the work. Even when it feels mundane, even when progress seems slow, remember that consistency is the key to transformation. Surrounding yourself with the right people is equally important. Growth doesn't happen in isolation. Seek out mentors, friends, and communities that inspire and challenge you. These people should not only support your goals, but also hold you accountable. They'll encourage you when you are discouraged and push you to reach higher when you feel like settling. Intentional growth also means stepping outside your comfort zone. Growth and comfort cannot coexist. If you want to grow, you must be willing to face challenges, take risks, and embrace the unknown. Each time you step into discomfort, you expand your capacity and discover new strengths. Remember, failure is not the opposite of success, it's part of the process. Every misstep is an opportunity to learn and grow stronger. Investing in yourself is another hallmark of intentional growth. This means dedicating time, energy, and resources to your development. Read books, take courses, seek feedback, and practice the skills you want to master. The more you invest in yourself, the greater your ability to achieve your goals and contribute meaningfully to the world around you. Lastly, growth requires a mindset of gratitude and patience. Celebrate how far you've come, even if you are not yet where you want to be. Gratitude fuels motivation and keeps you focused on the positive aspects of your journey. At the same time, be patient with yourself. True growth takes time. Resist the urge to rush the process and trust that every effort you make is building toward a brighter future. Lastly, growth requires a mindset of gratitude and patience. Celebrate how far you've come, even if you are not yet where you want to be. Gratitude fuels motivation and keeps you focused on the positive aspects of your journey. At the same time, be patient with yourself. True growth takes time. Resist the urge to rush the process and trust that every effort you make is building toward a brighter future. Being intentional about growth means committing to a lifelong journey of becoming. It's not about perfection, it's about progress. It's about showing up every day, ready to learn, evolve, and step closer to the person you are meant to be. When you take ownership of your growth, you don't just change your life, you create a ripple effect that inspires those around you to do the same. Trusting the process is an act of faith that requires patience, persistence, and a deep belief that everything is unfolding exactly as it should. Life is rarely a straight line, and the journey toward your goals and purpose will often take unexpected turns. Trusting the process means understanding that even the detours, delays, and difficulties are part of a greater plan designed to shape and prepare you for what's ahead. The first step in trusting the process is to accept that you won't always have all the answers. Sometimes life will leave you with more questions than solutions, and that's okay. Trusting the process doesn't mean you understand everything in the moment. It means you believe that clarity will come in time. When you surrender the need to control every detail, you open yourself to the wisdom and guidance that come from faith. Challenges and setbacks are a natural part of the process, and they often hold the greatest lessons. When you face obstacles, resist the urge to view them as signs of failure or reasons to give up. Instead, see them as opportunities for growth. Each challenge tests your resilience, builds your character, and refines your purpose. What feels like a roadblock today may turn out to be the redirection you needed tomorrow. Patience is essential when trusting the process. We live in a world that values instant results, but meaningful progress takes time. Just like a seed planted in the soil doesn't sprout overnight, the dreams and goals you are working toward require consistent care and time to grow. Trust that the effort you are putting in, even when it feels like nothing is happening, is creating roots beneath the surface. In due season, those roots will produce visible growth. Trusting the process also requires gratitude for where you are now. It's easy to focus on what you are striving for and overlook the blessings already present in your life. Gratitude shifts your perspective, reminding you that even in the waiting, there is beauty and purpose. When you appreciate the small steps of progress, you cultivate a mindset of abundance that attracts even greater blessing. Surrounding yourself with positive influences can reinforce your ability to trust the process. People who encourage, uplift, and remind you of your potential are invaluable during moments of doubt. They help you stay focused on the bigger picture and remind you that the journey is worth it, even when it feels difficult. Faith plays a central role in trusting the process. Trust that God is working behind the scenes, orchestrating events and aligning opportunities in your favor. Even when you can't see it, His plan is unfolding perfectly. Trust that He knows what you need and when you need it, and that His timing is always right. Lastly, trusting the process doesn't mean being passive. It means balancing faith with action. While you trust that things are working out, continue to take steps towards your goals. Do the work, make the effort, and remain open to learning and adapting. Trusting the process isn't about waiting for things to happen. It's about moving forward with confidence, knowing that every step is part of the journey. When you trust the process, you embrace the journey with all its twists and turns. You let go of worry, fear, and doubt, replacing them with faith, hope, and determination. Trust that everything you are going through is preparing you for what's to come, and that the best is yet to be. Living with a heart of gratitude is one of the most transformative practices you can embrace. Gratitude shifts your focus from what you lack to what you have, from what's wrong to what's right, and from worry to trust. It's not just a fleeting feeling, but a way of life that can bring peace, joy, and a deeper connection to your purpose.